took to the streets in cities across the country in protest against the separation and detentions of immigrant families at the border. An immigration attorney from Henderson County made sure he was at the forefront of one of the biggest rallies this weekend. George Pappas drove more than 7 hours to Washington, D.C. for the march there yesterday. Pappas says he wanted to stand in solidarity with his clients, some of whom immigration agents picked up in the mountains back in the spring.
Because I have such a reach within the immigrant community and throughout Western North Carolina, I think my presence here leverages the importance of representing them.
Pappas represents hundreds of immigrant clients, including a father he says was picked up by ICE agents here several months ago, then separated from his children and sent to a detention center in Georgia. We also saw a protest much closer to home, with a large gathering yesterday right here in the mountains. Protesters carried signs demanding changes in the treatment of immigrants. Speakers focused on the latest immigration headlines, the recent separation of children and parents at the border, ICE arrests, and the recent decision by the Supreme Court to uphold the travel ban. Those at the rally said they felt it was their duty to speak up, especially now. One of those protesters says even though the president has vowed to stop the separation, she still wants to see more done to reunite families at the border. And she and the speaker say they hope yesterday's rally is just the beginning of change. But thousands of immigrants live here in Western North Carolina, many of them adults whose parents came to the U.S. legally. One such man lives in Hendersonville. Richard Silva helps manage a chain of Mexican restaurants there. His parents immigrated from Mexico more than 40 years ago on work visas. They became legal citizens in 2001 and 2003, respectively. And Silva has seen the rallies to reunite families, and it makes him think of his parents' process to become citizens.
So that's why I have mixed feelings, because I don't know if they didn't have that people to help them, that structure to help them out. Maybe they would have came illegally, and I can't blame people who do come illegally because they're just looking for a better future.
He respects the country's legal procedures, but says he wishes the government could find a solution to keep families together, who he says are just searching for the American dream like his parents were. Happening today, if you